say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. And the Rebels will kick it away first. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Toledo's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try to get outside. Running to Green. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll leave it with him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Brought down after a nice gain. And the Rockets trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Coming out with it, it's Flowers. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the film. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets! They went for it all and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Flowers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Rebels want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So they couldn't get it done on third down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this range is concentrate on one thing, making the catch. On the move. Plows through the defense. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Miles. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Rockets line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Rides the back on the option, the give. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Rockets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. And the Rockets will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. The give on the option. Quick spin on the run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. Complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The give to the tailback. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? The Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He's got him. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And it's no good. He missed it. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. It's reverse.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make it.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Rockets are on the move. Some misdirection with the counter. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. On target over the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Power football with the run. Jukes his way for more.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, I don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Rockets line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Toledo. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 15 to UConn. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Snagged in the middle. It's Beal. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They punt it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He'll get rid of it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On the run, fires downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. Heaves it on the run. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Rockets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Rockets! And the pummeling has started. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Running into the open space. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Beal. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Now the play fake. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. An 84-yard drive there. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped in the 28. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to pop the draw. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down. The Rockets are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Gives it to the back on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. It's a draw. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looking for blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got him downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. fighting off the defender. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. And the Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel. They had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds a spot in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right on the money. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Rockets are threatening in the red zone. The give to the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for space. It's Everett. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Rockets are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Toledo! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beal. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And the Rockets will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. Fit it in the window for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Beal. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just goes right through the wicket, brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Just keeps slinging it. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass. It's a running room. He's at the 40, at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Beal. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It's on target and complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Quick release by the QB.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They've been able to get the ball out of their own end nicely. 1st and 10 from the 38. And his throw is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Rebels will line up to punt it away.